minus 3 and minus 2. Add them because the order is same. You can add it. 4 plus 3 7, 1 plus 1 2, minus 3 plus minus 3 minus 6, and of course 2 minus 2 0. What does it mean a plus b square? It means you have to write it twice. That means 7 2 minus 6 0, again 7 2 minus 6 0, and follow the rules of multiplication. So I hope you have understood that what does a plus b whole square means. Now if you want to verify what I have written in the right hand side, see I have written a square plus b square plus 2ab. That means first you will find a square, write a 2 times, find the answer. B square, write b 2 times, find the answer. Then 2ab, write 2 at the outside the bracket, you write a, you write b, all the three things you got, then you do the addition. And when you find the answer, it will never be equal. You will never find a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. What conclusion does we get? We get the conclusion that algebraic laws, that means all the laws of algebra, that is a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square or a square minus b square, do not hold in matrix multiplication. They do not hold in matrix multiplication. That means algebraic laws do not hold in matrix multiplication. Be careful about it. Sometimes they will ask in the question, write the conclusion. So this is the conclusion. And I have told you how to present it, how to write it. All these carry marks. So these are the main things which I wanted to make you understand. For example, one more question, just to clear it. Suppose I have a given to be 4 2 1 1, and I have to calculate a minus 2i, a minus 3i. So see how simple it is. A minus 2i, a minus 3i. Nothing has been given. You have been given the order a2 into 2. That is understood that you have to take I of order 2. That means 1 0 0 1. Don't stand up and ask and say that nothing is missing. They have given you I and they have given you the main matrix. That means I will be taken 2 into 2. So again put the values 4 2 1 1 minus 2 1 0 0 1. Bracket close. Again 4 2 1 1 minus 3 1 0 0 1. Find the answer, then multiply them. So this will be 4 2 1 1. Multiply inside, this said to be scalar, I explained before, minus 2 0 0 2. Again 4 2 1 1 minus 3 0 0 3. And children, please don't forget to put the order. Then over here it is minus. So first rule will be subtraction is possible only if the order is same. First rule. Then second rule, multiplication is because in between you have to multiply. Nothing has been given that this bracket has to be multiplied by this. That means rule of multiplication, that columns of first matrix should be equal to rows of second matrix. Then only your multiplication is possible. So this is one of the question, very important one, and you may get in the exam. Then come to one more type of the sum which you can get, for example, trigonometric. That is, suppose I write here 2 cos 60, then of course minus 2 sin 30, and it is minus tan 45 and cos 0. You will be given trigonometric tables, so don't worry about it. Only thing what you are going to do in these sums is that you are going to change these trigonometric tables into number form as given in the table. I am writing the question. So first of all you are going to mention the order 2 into 2, 2 into 2. Then you write their values. 2 cos 60 is I think 1 upon 2. Again cos sin 30 is 1 upon 2. See how I changed it, minus 1. Cos 0 is 1. So 2 cancels, and again you got the normal form of the matrix, and nothing is difficult now. Cot 45, 2, again 2, and 990 is 1. 2 into 2. Then do the needful, that is multiply, but before that you write the rule that columns of first matrix is equal to rows of second matrix. So multiplication is possible. Taking rows of the first matrix, columns of the second matrix, you will do the sum row 1 column 1, row 1 column 2, row 2 column 1, row 2 column 2, and this finishes your multiplication. All of the matrices question depends on the base of multiplication, and base of multiplication depends on the rule that columns of first matrix should be equal to rows of second matrix. Now coming to one more question, very important sum which you get in almost all the papers, and this is the last question, then you will ask the doubts. For example, I have to question number 23, 132 page. It's very simple one, just you have to see the way I am doing it. 4 cos 4 sin 30. Again I have taken the trigonometric question. This is very common these days and one of the very favorites of the examiners also. Cos 0, and of course it is 4 sin 30. So this is my first matrix, 4 sin 30, cos 0, 4 sin 30, 2 into 2. Then comes to the second, that is B. B is equal to 4, 5 as it is given, and this is 2 rows and 1 column, so 2 into 1. Then I have to find x. He says if ax is equal to b, you have to find x. Now most of you will think that I'll take a to the right side because it is multiplying here and I will divide it. No, it is not possible in matrix. Matrix, the way of doing it is different. What you will do, just listen to me. First of all, I am going to change the trigonometric tables. 4 into 1 by 2, cos 0 is 1, cos 0 is 1, again 4 into 1 by 2, and b is already there, so no problems. This is, I got the value. Now I am going to substitute in the given equation value of a and b. So a is 2, 1, 1, 2, 2 into 2. Please don't forget the order. I am telling you again and again. X I don't know, so I'll put it like that only. A is equal to b, and b is 4, 5, 2 into 1. Now I have to find x. Children, remember, you are not going to take the matrix to that side. Nothing like that. I have to find x. So first of all, I'll find the order of the x. What is order of x? And each and every rule to be written. So let order of x, you suppose it to be m cross n. M cross n. So how I will find it? See, because it is multiplication between the first and second matrix, and for that you know the rule m cross n. You know the rule that columns of first matrix should be equal to rows of second matrix. Therefore, m is equal to 2. You will write the rule at the side. Reason or rule, most of the question you will get is give reasons. So reason you will get m is equal. You will write that because the columns of first matrix is equal to rows of second matrix, so m is equal to 2. So m is equal to 2, and you know why? Because in between there is multiplication sign. This is already given to you, so you can easily find the n. And what is n? Second rows, how you will find? Remember that rows of unknown matrix, this x is unknown matrix, or you can say second matrix also, is always equal to rows of resulting matrix. This is said to resulting matrix. Resulting matrix means in the right hand side what matrix has been given to you, that is said to be resulting matrix. So n is equal to 1. You will write the rule that columns of first matrix is equal to rows of unknown matrix, so m is equal to 2. Remember children what I am telling you, columns of first matrix is equal to rows of second matrix, so multiplication, so m is equal to 2. And columns of unknown matrix, this is unknown matrix, is always equal to columns of resulting matrix, so n is equal to 2. From here you got the order x m cross n is equal to x 2 cross 1. This is 2 marks. 4 marks question. This is first part and this carry 2 marks. All the rules to be written. What are the rules? First is same. Columns of first matrix equal to rows of second matrix, so m is equal to 2. And columns of unknown matrix is equal to columns of resulting matrix, so n is equal to 1. Be careful. You will put the arrow also. Put the arrow like this. See, I put the arrow. I am putting the arrow and you are going to do in the exam also. Put the arrow like this and give the results. So this all carry 2 marks. Then come to second part of the question, that I have to find the value of the matrix. A is given to be, I am again writing it. For example, it was 2, 1, 1, 2. It was like this. 2, 1, 1, 2. I have rubbed it, but it was like this only. And x was m cross n, which I found to be 2 cross 1, is equal to b. B is 4 cross 5. 4, 5, and the order is 2 cross 1. So see, for your hint, for your, just to make it easy, I'll tell you that unknown matrix order is always same to the resulting order, resulting matrix order. From there you will come to know that you are going on the right lines. Now see, the order is 2 cross 1, so let x is equal to a, b. 2 rows, 1 column, 2 cross 1. 2 rows, 1 column, 2 cross 1. So putting in the equation 2, 1, 1, 2, a, b, which I have found from the order, 2 into 2, 2 into 1 is equal to 4, 5. Understand nicely. Now, multiplication is possible because number of rows of first matrix is equal to number of columns of unknown matrix, you can say, or second also, as you wish. So multiplication is compatible. Row 1, column 1. 2 into A plus 1 into B. That is all. Row 1, column 1, since we do not have another, so this finishes. Then row 2, column 1, second line. 1 into A plus 2 into B, 2B, is equal to 4, 5, 2 into 1, 2 into 1. See, now I had given you one definition in the beginning, that what is equality of matrices? Equality of matrices holds when the matrix is having equality sign and the order is same. That means I can equate the corresponding elements. So this will become 2a plus b is equal to 4 and a plus 2b is equal to 5. I will write here, because equality of matrices holds. Matrices holds in the equation above. So, equating the corresponding elements. See how I am writing it. Then don't say ma'am has cut the marks. So, equating the corresponding elements. It will be 2a plus b. This first will be equal to 4 and a plus 2b is equal to 5. 1 and 2. Solve it simultaneously, and simultaneous is not a new word to you. Solve it simultaneously to get the value of a and b. Suppose I get, I don't know how much, what you will get. You solve it and you will get some value. For example, you just solve it. For example, if I get a to b, you solve it by equating the coefficients. A will be equal to, solve it in the rough column. I told you to check the all the calculations in the rough column twice, so that you should be very sure when you give the answer. For example, I get a to be 1 and b to be 2. after solving, if I get this A and B, after solving I get A to be 1 and I have to solve it simultaneously. You know what to do. I got A 1 and B 2. Then please don't forget to write the answer in matrix form. This also carry marks. I took matrix X is equal to A, B, M into N. So my final answer will be 1, 2, A is 1, B is 2 and M is equal to 2 cross 1. This is my required answer. This question will come every year. It comes in compulsory section and mostly children get marks in it. You will only lose marks only if you don't follow the rules the way I have written. Each and every rule to be written very nicely, because you will not get marks for 2 to the 4 or 2 to the 6. You will get marks for presentation, especially in matrices, how to write it and what type of rules you are following. See children, you are going to make the teacher understand the sums. Just suppose that teacher does not know this concept and we are going to make him understand that how you have done it. So you are going to write each and every step, each and every rule. Every line will carry a mark here. You will write it stepwise, write it very nicely, neatly and in a proper way. Don't write it very congested. Write it in a proper way, leaving 1 or 2 lines. Write the rules very nicely at the right hand side. Put a bracket because and use this, and then you solve the sum. This type of sums will come and you will get the answer. Then also you will not get marks if you will not follow the presentation. So this is all what I wanted to tell you in matrices. Now please, in first term exam, you don't make any mistake and follow this till pre-board and board also. I hope you have understood children. Then also your doubts are most welcome. One thing I told you, that matrices order does not matter. That means same order does not matter. For example, if I have a question that for example, I just want to give you example because I have said this word, so I want you to see example. I want you to give examples also. Suppose I have A equal to, for example, I am finding an example so that I can make you clear. 2, 1 minus 1, and of course the second is 0, 1 minus 2. Suppose I have this, and I have to find the value of, find the question, where it gone? 80 cross 80 dot A. 80 dot A means I have to multiply I have to find the answer of A dot 80 dot A. That means I have to multiply. First of all, I am getting the 80. This will be 2, 1 minus 1. I have changed the rows into columns because I have made you understand definition of transpose, interchanging of rows and columns. 0, 1 and minus 2. Row will become column, first row will become first column, second row will become second column. Then you write the order. In this, the order will be 2 into 3. 2 rows, 3 columns. And in 80, the order will be 3 into 2. 3 rows and 2 columns. Now, is multiplication compatible? Yes, of course, children. Why? Because number of columns of first matrix, that is 80. You write here for your comfort. I'll write it again. Minus 1, minus 2. This is 3, 2. And A is given to be 2, 1, minus 1, 0, 1 and minus 2. This is 2, 3. So see, number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. I am talking again and again. Number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. So multiplication is compatible. Compatible means possible. But when you will multiply, you will take rows of first column, and first matrix and columns of second matrix. So what will be the formula? Row 1, column 1. Row 1, column 2. Row 1, column 3. See, all the row 1 in 1. Then again row 2, column 1, row 2, column 2, row 2, column 3. Then row 3, column 1, row 3, column 2, row 3, column 3. This type of answer you will get. So it is better you write the formulas, you will never make mistakes. So children, I hope you have followed it, how to do it. This is all in matrices, basically the mistakes which you had done that I have discussed. After this also, if you have problems, you are most welcome, and I will arrange one test on remainder factor theorem and matrices, especially for those children, those who found it difficult to do in unit test 1. And above all, these 2 chapters are very, very easy and will be the base of your marks in first term. Base means these chapters are very scoring. If you understand the concept, no teacher can cut your marks. Only concept to be understood, no cramming to be done. I tried my best to make you understand, children. Then also, you are most welcome. Remember, your teacher is always there for you. Thank you so much, but watch the video carefully. Thank you so much. Have a good day.